Hello there everyone, and welcome back for another mod review. Today I have a very nice TMR feed mixer for your cows by Kastor Inc. File size for this is only 14 megabytes. You're going to need the global company script. More about that in a second. Today's mod's going to be tested out on the Michigan map. So what I'm going to do is explain a few things regarding this mod. We'll go over the shop and check out some of the specs. Then I'll set a few things up and show you just how this works. So let's take a look. Okay folks, this is the TMR Feed Mixer G2-456 by Kastor Incorporated, version 1.0. File size for this is 14 megabytes. It's going to cost you $195,000 in the shop with a $20 a day maintenance fee. Now you're going to input three things to make TMR. Everybody's pretty familiar with that. Grass, silage, and straw. And you're going to output total mix ration. The capacity of this is 100,000 liters for each compartment, so that's 300,000 in total. And your TMR compartment holds 100,000 liters. Production speed is 10,000 liters per hour, and the production time will take you approximately 10 hours to make 100,000 liters of TMR. So I'm now going to go over some added notes. This also takes bales. You can put bales inside this instead. So the second thing is you're going to have to download the global company script mod. I will leave the link for it down below. It's only small. It's 0.55 megabytes. And treat it as if you would a mod. Just put it in your mods folder and the script will work. Another thing I noticed, I had the Place Anywhere mod. This will not work with the Place Anywhere mod. A notice will pop up on the screen telling you that you have to get rid of that mod. So once I got rid of that and got the global script, this thing worked perfectly. And one more thing I should mention is the bins are not labeled on here, but I will tell you how it is. Grass goes in the first compartment, straw in the middle, and silage at this end. We got nice digital displays there. We'll take a little look around at this in a second. Let me bring you over to the shop. Now under placeables, global's going to have its own little category here. And under there is your cow feed mixer. So like I said, $195,000, $20 a day. Takes those three things to make the TMR. And the production speed is 10,000 liters per hour it can make. So there's where it's located. Let's take a little look around at it. Now, you put 100,000 liters of everything in these bins. It doesn't just make 100,000 liters of the TMR. It'll make close to 300,000 liters. It's going to give you a little less because some things get used more than others. You're going to go through your silage a lot quicker, obviously, because anybody knows that makes TMR, you got to put twice as much silage as the other two ingredients. So you'll notice a little beacon on this. It'll light up and start flashing once everything's being processed. Everything has digital displays right on the front of the bins. I just wish maybe they could add it in an update and just label it so we know which bins take what. But like I said, if you're not sure, it's grass, straw, and silage. Once all three of them are in, they'll come along the conveyor there. There's where you're going to pick it up. Now you can get a cramp tip under here. It won't quite fit under the conveyor there, but it'll still go in. I'll show you that. Now look how great this looks. Now you'll notice when I go close to the machine, it'll show me my increments, what I need, all that stuff, how much is left. So yeah, the first bin here drops in the grass. You can see it going along the conveyor. Then your straw is at it. You can see the both things there. And then your silage. You can see all three. Doesn't that look great? I thought that was fantastic. All kinds of little buttons and switches. Nothing works, but it looks really cool. And once this is in production, it looks great. Everything moves along the treadmill. It looks really good. Or the conveyor, I should say. And these bins look cool once it's full of product. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Okay. So we got three different products over here waiting to be put in. These are my Hickers. They have 100,000 liters of each thing in there. So remember, it'll take 10 in-game hours to process 100,000 liters of this. So if everything was equal right down the middle, it would take 3 times to empty this, and it would hold 300,000 liters. But okay, where did I say the straw went? In the middle one, yeah. You'll know because it'll come up in the corner. Actually, I should put my HUD up there. Straw is going in. It's going to hold all that. You see the bin filling up. So yeah, it's going to go through the silage a lot quicker. So you're only going to get like 2 empty this thing twice and then another little bit after that. So let's pull this guy to the side, shut him off, run over and get our second ingredient, which is straw, or grass I should say. So you've seen I didn't have to back into those bunkers there. I can drive straight across the trigger and it still works great. So straw's going to go in the very grass is going in the first one, silage at the other end. So down there, Jake. See, the digital display works just great. Notice some of these are different colors, like that one in the middle got green numbers and this one's yellow. Okay, that is full. Let's pull this guy to the side. Shut him down. Run over here and get our silage. So we'll put this to the test once production starts. I will take note of the time, because I think it's in-game hours. I really sped it up last time. I used the super fast forward, so I kind of missed it. But that was the approximate time. A little math, you can figure it out. Okay, let's fill up this bin. Okay, 15. Oh well, it didn't start up yet. Yes, it did. 1535. Let's put that down. We'll go ahead and fast forward time. So really it should be done by 1 o'clock in the morning. 10 hours on top of that would be 25. Yeah, pretty close to midnight, around midnight, 1 o'clock. So let's check that out. I'm going to pull this guy to the side for now. Okay, so let's check out production here. Look how awesome this looks. I just love this. They did such a good job. Look at that. All being mixed in there. Loosen it up. Up the conveyor it goes. And it doesn't autofill. You'll have to hit the error key and activate it just like the other ones. Let's take a look at the bins from the front. Yeah, see how some of these, the two on the end are yellow in digits and the one in the middle is green. So you'll notice how much it'll go down once I fast forward time. Let's go ahead and do that. So 135. Oh, pretty close. That was almost. I'm going to slow down. Well, actually, I'm going to fast forward the next morning, but 10 hours almost exactly, guys. So Control and R. I'm going to really flip time forward here just to get to the daylight. That's good enough. We'll get this thing emptied so you can see everything shuts down there. We have 100,000 liters of TMR waiting in the bin. And you can see our different increments now. Now, since that's 100,000, we put 300,000 in total. You would think there was 200,000 left. Well, there is, but it's just the numbers are moved around a little bit. So 8 and 7 is 15, plus another 5 is 20. 200,000 liters left. So that works out just great. But the thing is, you're going to go through this faster. You're going to end up running out of silage before you run out of the other two. But they're pretty much identical as far as grass and straw. So remember, you don't need hay for this, and you can put bales in here as well. So let's go ahead and get this guy unloaded. I'll grab this guy over here. He's all set up. Alright. So yeah, you'll notice, let me drive around because the cover's in the way there. There's just barely enough room. It'll go in, but thank God the top of the conveyor doesn't got to be right in the tipper, because it'll kind of throw it forward a little bit. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So get fairly close anyway, and then go ahead and hit your R key. You'll bring up there, total mixed ration, 100,000 liters. Let's start unloading. So you can see you got a nice little animation there of it going in. It passed through that. If you get a little closer, it'll shoot right over the top. You can see it pretty much right there. But you're not going to be able to get under that. Not with this tipper. It's so close. If they made that just a little bit higher, it would have been great. But you know what? It still works. Look at the great textures there coming out. Looks pretty good. Decent unload speed. Not crazy. Everything's legit. That's a good processing time as well. So you won't be able to pound it out too quick. So while that's filling up, let's take a little look at this. Oh, we're in the machine. I'm like stuck right in here. See? Now it's going right in. I gotta maneuver a little more though so we can get out of here. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this from the top. Very nice. So it's going to do exactly 2 loads actually, because it was 5,000 or 50,000 liters left in here. I'm just curious if that bin, let me crank up time here a little bit. Oh, it is on 120, okay. Because I'm just curious if this bin's going to be completely empty after making 200,000 liters. Because if the math is right, yeah, that bin should be empty by the time it's done. And that tipper will be full, and this will be full. Yeah, the bin got to fill up. Tipper's full. Look at that. In between these two, there's 100,000 left. So there you go. You get 2 full loads before you'll have to fill these compartments again. So that is pretty neat. Let's pull this guy off to the side. No need to sell that. You can see it's full of total mixed ration. Get some lights here. So there you go, folks. That was the TMR Feed Mixer G2-456 by Kastor Inc. version 1.0. File size for that was 14 megabytes. Additional information and both links will be down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's review. If you enjoyed it, maybe you can leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen. Then hit the subscribe button and the bell. And I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus my Patreon link is just below that if you'd like to help me contribute to the channel. It really helps out. So, until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.